On the gridiron, I'm courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life. Sports plus life.
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up, I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or gossip go.
Sports plus life.
Yeah.
Sports plus life. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? You guys already know what's going down today, bruh. So guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it all the way off now. Yeah, cut. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I hope everybody is doing great today. Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And how's everybody doing on this Monday, February the 20th, 2000 of the 23? Oh, I guess technically it is President's Day. Today is President's Day, so no school for the kids. Banks ain't open, this, that, and the third. So when my daughter woke up, she came downstairs. She said, "Happy President's Day, Daddy." And I kind of just looked at her and just kind of chuckled. Bless your beautiful heart, sweet pea. Bless your beautiful heart. But anyway, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Shout outs to my Black and Gold fam and my fam in general. You guys know who you are, and this everybody. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are being great, being blessed. And last night while I was watching the All-Star game, my little cousin Jalen came over for the second half of the game. Well, really, the game watched us. We were playing video games and running our mouth, but that was great, man. That was great to see my little cousin. He, in December, graduated from JMU. Very proud of him. And, you know, him and his brother and his sister, you know, I love them dearly. I do. I love them dearly, and I'm very protective of them. You know, I am. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm very protective of them, but they're great. They're great kids. I really shouldn't say kids because they all grown. They all in their 20s. But, yeah, he came over. Jay stayed over till about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, about 3 o'clock in the morning. And we was up just chatting, chilling, having a good time, reminiscing, catching up, and all of that good old jazz. But is everybody ready for the realm of sports? I'm ready. You ready? We ready? They all ready. Let's get to it. Okay. Last night was the NBA All-Star Game and All-Star Weekend. So this year they did the All-Star Game kind of a playground style. The two leading vote getters, which was LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo, picked teams on the spot. And I thought that was pretty cool. Because, again, it gives you a playground feel for the game. Now, to me, if you ask me, the NBA players showed you what they thought of Nikola Jokic because he was picked next to last. And if I'm the Joker, I'm using that as motivation. Oh, okay. I'm going to be the last pick or the next to last pick. That's how you're feeling? All right. And I would go out there and I would keep busting heads.
Oh, your fat ass don't come on my house no more.
But Team Giannis actually beat Team LeBron. Team Giannis beat Team LeBron. What's the score? 184 to 175 in a game that, you know, to be honest with you, I got to be honest with you. We got to do something about the NBA. Like, you suck. The NBA has had such slippage over the last decade. And I don't want to sound like that old guy who's like, well, back in my day, we used to have to walk 15 miles to school in ice snow dangling from our nuts and this, that, and the third. No, I'm not trying to be that guy. But the lack of effort in what is supposed to be fan-appealing nights, and I mean, I know the All-Star game is just a playground game, but like, it's almost no pride taken in anything. It's just like no defense. Like I said, I'm a basketball purist, and the way that the game is played now, the way and the lack thereof, yes, the skill set of these players are at an all-time high. But the prima donna-ism of these players are also at an all-time high. Like, I'm just like, we're launching shots from half court. I'm like, come on, bruh. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy right now. I remember the All-Star game, the last time the All-Star game was in Utah. And it was in 1993. I was a kid. I was 9 years old. And I watched every single minute of that game because the game meant something. It was for bragging rights. It was competitive advantage. The game meant something to the players back then that I just don't think it means to them now. All-Star Weekend meant something to the players then that I don't think means something to the players now. Now, I will say this. Now, let's see. The final score is Team Giannis beat Team LeBron 184-175. Like, really? You know, Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics was the MVP, scoring 55 points. First Boston Celtic to win an All-Star Game MVP since Larry Bird in 1982. I mean, that's even before my time.
Excellent.
Giannis played all of 20 seconds because of his wrist issue. Tatum had 45. Donovan Mitchell had 40. Damian Lillard had 26 for Team Giannis. For Team LeBron, LeBron didn't play in the second half because he hit his finger on the rim, I guess trying to dunk or trying to block a shot, so he didn't play at all in the second half. Jaylen Brown for Team LeBron had 35 points. Embiid and Kyrie Irving both had 32 points. So, damn, De'Aaron Fox didn't even score. He's the only person. He was the only player in the game that didn't score. Okay, well, for shizzle. Tomato. Even Giannis had 2 points, and he didn't even play a full minute. Okay. Again, tomato. But, you know, we know it's the ultimate playground game, but, I mean, come on, man. Like, that's why I said the NBA has had such slippage to me, because while their skilled players are, of course, the skills of these players are better than ever before, the durability is worse. The value of the fans is way worse. Load management is ridiculous in basketball. Now, this trade deadline has been something. These buyouts have been something. I'm not going to just sit here and throw negative shade at the NBA. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give my opinion in regards to the lack of, like, today's modern NBA player doesn't value the fan, and the fans pay the bills because the fans, they pay the bills for the tickets, which, you know, the owner gets his cut, and then that helps with payroll. If the fans said, man, you know what, fuck this, I'm not going to these games because these players want to sit out, then everybody would be in trouble. I have said this for years on this show. If I were an owner in the NBA, oh boy, players would not. If you played basketball, you would love me. If you tried to do that load management shit, you'd hate me. You know, you would. And now, as far as All-Star Saturday night goes, you know, the dunk contest was actually good. Now, the dunk contest, and it was only good because one player, a G Leaguer from Virginia, by the way, Matt McClung, white men can jump. This 6'2", nerdy-looking dude stole the show. And my frustration with the dunk contest is, again, I'm going to be that back in my day guy. You know, when I was a kid in the 90s, watching the All-Star game, watching All-Star Saturday night, which honestly, I look forward to All-Star Saturday night more than I used to look forward to the Super Bowl. Because when the dunk contest came, stars were in the dunk contest. Stars were in the dunk contest, and they put on a show. The same stars who were gonna be playing in the All-Star game was in the slam dunk contest, and they were giving it their all. You know, they were giving it their all. The fans loved it. And nowadays, your biggest stars don't want to do the slam dunk contest.
God damn!
And it's a trip because it's like, why not?
You niggas are crazy.
It's like, honestly, it's like, why not? You know, they call the dunk contest now the Rising Stars Slam Dunk Contest. I don't want to see rising stars in the goddamn slam dunk contest. I want to see current stars in the slam dunk contest. You know, when I was sitting there watching the lineup, I don't even remember all of these dudes' names. You know, I'm being honest with you. When I was watching them announce the players, I'm like, Kenyon Martin Jr., you know, Kenyon Martin Jr., Trey Murphy, like who? Jericho Sims from the New York Knicks, who? And Mac McClung, who? What the hell is who? I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not taking anything away from Mac McClung because he was awesome. He was absolutely awesome. He was a showstopper to the fullest. And and what made it better for him is that nobody was expecting that from him. Dude literally signed a 2-way contract for the Philadelphia 76ers last Tuesday and was in the slam dunk competition, beating NBA players with established contracts, and he looked like he wanted it. I mean, like when they do this story on Mac McClung with his dunk contest, I guarantee you they're gonna have Eminem's song, the song from 8 Mile. I guarantee you they're gonna play that song in the background because if you only have one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted, but he did that. And what made the dunk contest as a whole better this year, even with the names that really nobody knows, is that for the most part, everybody got their dunks on the first try. Because that was like last year's dunk contest in Cleveland was the worst thing I had ever seen when it comes to a dunk contest. And I've seen some dunk contests where people just missing dunks.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
But Mac McClung and not just like I said, Mac McClung, Trey Murphy, who he beat in the championship round for the Pelicans, they was all getting their dunks on the first go round. And what Mac McClung reminded me of, actually, when I sat back and looked at that dunk contest, because he was only 6'2", so he was a little guy. He reminded me of D. Brown. Showing my age here, but so what? D. Brown from the Boston Celtics in 1991, 6'1" guard who just electrified everybody with his dunks. But he beat some notable names. Kenny Smith was in it. Shawn Kemp was in it. You know, these were stars in the NBA. But just the hops that kid showed. I mean, Mac McClung was amazing. He was amazing. But my point as far as how the NBA stars have cheated fans, I don't want to see Trey Murphy in a dunk contest. I don't want to see Kenyon Martin in a dunk contest. I don't want to see Jericho Sims in a dunk contest. I do want to see Mac McClung next year. Yes, but before he started dunking, I didn't want to see him neither. But I do want to see him next year. Why the hell, what the hell is wrong with Ja Morant wanting to be in a dunk contest? If Zion Williamson could stay healthy, I would love to see him in a dunk contest. I would like to see Zach LaVine come back and do another dunk contest, even though he's won them before. But these young stars in the game, I would like to see them do dunk contests, and it has totally been devalued. Thank you, LeBron James. I'm not trying to be funny, but out of LeBron James and me are from the same era, from the same time period. We watch basketball the same way. I guarantee it. And what makes these NBA players, what make these current NBA players fall in love with the game was watching Michael Jordan in a dunk contest, watching Dominique Wilkins in a dunk contest, and Kobe Bryant and Vince Carter and Dr. J, even though Dr. J and I, watching Dr. J in a dunk contest even before me and LeBron's time. But the point I'm trying to make is, you know, the star, this is what made you fall in love with the game. So how could you cheat that? I would love to see Anthony Edwards in a dunk contest against Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. I would love to see that. But these players today, they don't care. Now, I'm not going to say that about Anthony Edwards, because Anthony Edwards said something last night where he's now like one of my top 3 favorite players, because he called out the players on missing games, on the bullshit about them missing games. just to sit out. So I respect the hell out of him for that, because that is one of the problems with the NBA. Load management sucks. Everything about the NBA and load management sucks. It sucks ass. It really does. NBA players have gotten conceited, selfish, and the whole 9 yards. I'm not gonna, but want to get $50 million a year. I'm not gonna pay nobody $50 million a year, and you want to sit out half the damn season. Well, maybe we should lower the games. No, you shouldn't. Why? Why? It's been 82 games a year forever. And y'all are supposed to be better conditioned. You know, the skill set is supposed to be so much better. So what the hell is wrong with 82 games now? Now y'all soft? I'm telling you, man, today's NBA players, today's modern day NBA players gets on my damn nerves. I don't want to go to an NBA game now, because if I go to the NBA, if I go to an NBA game and I want to see said player, and said player sits out because of, oh, well, we're going to rest them more, but because they can come up with any reason to make it seem like they need to miss the game. But I tell you, 90% of it is bullshit. No, I'm not for that. You know, now that was my little rant as far as the NBA goes, because honestly, I say this, it's personal for me, because basketball was my first love when it came to team sports, not football. But I love the NBA. I was in love with the NBA when I was a kid. Nothing made me happier than on a Friday night, sitting in front of the TV, watching TNT, watching basketball being played. Nothing made me happier, because that's how much I love the NBA. And the way that the NBA, the way that the players have just pretty much shunned the fans. They have, I mean, that's what it is. People say, well, are you being dramatic? No. The NBA, the modern NBA players today have shunned the fans, because they're like, I'm going to play when I want to play. I don't give a fuck if you paying or not. Biatch. And Adam Silver has let him. The commissioner has let them. Like, Adam Silver be trying too damn hard to be the cool principal. You know, but you know, he does. He tries so hard to be the cool principal. He's let them. You know, I can't wait for this collective bargain, for the new collective bargaining agreements, because I hope the owners whoop ass when it comes to the NFL. No, because it's such a violent game. When it comes to the NBA, I hope the owners kick ass in the next CBA agreements. I really do. Now, as far as player personnel and players switching teams, that's a whole nother subject now. Excuse me, I'm parched. That is a whole nother subject matter now, because the trade deadline was bananas. The Lakers getting D'Angelo Russell back, and Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt. I like what they have constructed. I have to applaud Rob Pelinka on what he's constructed. Didn't want to see Pat Bev traded. I thought Russell Westbrook was having a bounce back year for the Lakers, but like I said, the way the pieces look now, because I love the Hachimura trade, you know, about a month ago when that happened. The way the pieces are fitting for the Lakers now, I absolutely love it. But, I mean, we all know the winner, the big winner of the trade deadline was the Phoenix Suns getting Kevin Durant. But now certain players have been bought out of their contracts. And I just mentioned Russell Westbrook. It has been announced today that Russell Westbrook is going to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's funny to me in a multitude of reasons. And I don't say funny as in throwing shade at Russell Westbrook, no. Because Russell Westbrook is still one of my favorite players. I said this when I first started the show in 2018. Since Kobe Bryant retired, my favorite player was Russell Westbrook and Jimmy Butler, because of the effort that they gave. They were just dogs. And they came out. They didn't cheat the game. They didn't cheat the fans. They played with effort every night as if it was their last game. So when I say I find it funny because I know Skip Bayless who constantly trashes Russell Westbrook, has been on the Clippers bandwagon for the last couple of years. And now he says on Twitter that he's out on the Clippers because they signed Russell Westbrook. I think that is hilarious, because I think Russell Westbrook, one thing Russell Westbrook is going to be that Kawhi Leonard ain't, is always available. Now, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I tell you one place where Russell Westbrook know that he gonna be playing at now is the playoffs. And I'm happy for Russell Westbrook because he didn't have to leave Los Angeles. He's still playing in the same building, you know. And I think that's very interesting. Your projected starting lineup is now Russell Westbrook, Paul George. Remember they played together in OKC. Westbrook, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, and what's the damn center's name? He used to play with the Lakers. Tall white boy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's gonna be interesting. Do I think the Clippers are better than the Suns? I don't know because anything that to me, I have to see it now. Just because it looks good on paper doesn't mean that it's gonna automatically equate to a championship. Because when KD and Kyrie went to Brooklyn in 2019, everybody was penciling Brooklyn in for a title. Same thing when Harden got traded there. Everybody was penciling Brooklyn in for a title. So you have to see it on the floor first. You have to see it on the floor first before we go ahead and anoint a team a championship. Remember, last year, at the beginning of the last season, everybody knew that it was going to be the Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers in the finals. Man, were we wrong. Everybody was wrong. So to me, it makes the Western Conference even nuttier because I think the East is simply between Milwaukee, Boston, Philadelphia. To me, that's it, and maybe Cleveland and Zubac. That's how I couldn't. His name just came to me. The Clippers center, Zubac. He just came to me. But I think it makes the West even more nutty because the Clippers are still the deepest team in the West. They're still the deepest team in the West. I wouldn't put my money on Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard's an awesome player, but if Kawhi Leonard steps on a thumbtack, he's going to be out for a month. And I can't depend on a guy like that who literally doesn't want to, who literally obviously can't play through pain. But that doesn't stop the fact that they still have Paul George, Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris, Norman Powell. These are very good players. Bones Highland from VCU. They just got Eric Gordon. They just got Bones Highland and Eric Gordon in trades. So they're a very deep team. Do I see them as the best in the Western Conference? Right now, I would still have to give that to the Denver Nuggets because of their familiarity with each other. Everybody wants to pencil the Suns in, and on paper it looks great. Chris Paul, KD, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton looks great. But you have to be on the floor first. The Sacramento Kings, to me, is the best story in the Western Conference. Nobody takes them seriously. Even though they're third in the Western Conference, nobody takes them as a legit. And I'm just being real. I'm not hating. It'd be great to see the Kings. It's going to be great to see the Kings back in the playoffs. I think Mike Brown should be a candidate for Coach of the Year, if not winning Coach of the Year, for the job that he's done in Sacramento. The Sacramento Kings haven't been to the playoffs since 2006. So I think what he has done has been absolutely outstanding. But nobody takes him seriously. The Kings are not. The Kings could have home court advantage in the playoffs, and I guarantee you nobody would pick them to win their first round series, especially if they have to meet up with a team like right now they're currently third. If they play Dallas would be favored just because of the Luka Kyrie factor. I don't think that that's going to work as far as Dallas is concerned, but they would be favored to beat the Kings. If they had to play Phoenix, the Clippers, or even if the Lakers were to move up, if they had to play Golden State or Minnesota, whoever. As constructed right now, the Western Conference is number 1, Denver, number 2, Memphis, number 3, Sacramento, number 4, the Clippers, number 5, Phoenix. Wouldn't that be a first round series? Oh my God. The Clippers and the Suns. Number 6, Dallas, number 7, New Orleans, Number 8, Minnesota. Number 8, Minnesota. I'll stop there. That's currently the 8 teams that are in the playoffs. We still have this play-in shit where you got the Warriors at 9 and Oklahoma City at 10. The Lakers sit at 13 behind Utah and Portland. But the Lakers are only, 3 games out of number 6 spot. So it's still about 23 games left to play. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with the standings in the West. To me, the East is, again, more cut, dry, and simple. Boston number 1, Milwaukee number 2, Philadelphia number 3, Cleveland number 4. Those are your best teams in the Eastern Conference, period. You got Brooklyn at 5, New York, the Knicks at 6, Miami at 7, Atlanta at 8. Okay? But those first 4 teams, really, to me, 3. But Cleveland is a wild card because they have talent. They can put up buckets. Mitchell, Garland, Evan Mobley, they're a good. They're a good team. They're a good young team. And speaking of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Love just had his contract bought out, and he is going to sign with the Miami Heat. Don't know what that does for the Miami Heat. They're 6 right now. I believe they will make the playoffs. It's good depth, another shooter. I thought when I found out that Kevin Love was going to be bought out, I thought he was going to come to the Lakers. I thought LeBron was going to call him and be like, yo, K-Love, come on, bruh. Come on out here to Venice Beach. Come reunite with your boy. More shooting. But him going to Miami, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. To me, again, it's cut and simple with the East. The Knicks, I believe the Knicks will stay in around that 6th spot because I do believe that Brooklyn, I don't think Brooklyn is going to maintain in the 4th spot. I could be wrong. I mean, when Mikal Bridges is out there putting up over 40, I know that that's not going to be a regular thing, but they have a bunch of complimentary players, and when you have a group of complimentary players, I'm not saying that Brooklyn won't make the playoffs, but as far as them being a championship contender, that's done. You're fucking done, son. You are done, son. So it's fast now. I'm locked in now. I'm locked into NBA mode. Football is over, at least NFL football, because we had the XFL debut this weekend. They have some of their rules are pretty good. I don't want to get off topic, though. I'm locked into basketball. I want to see how everything plays out. Like I said, we only have about a quarter of the season left, about 20-25 games or so to see what's going to happen in this playoffs. I mean, it's late February, baby. Okay, the playoffs start in less than 2 months. So we're locked in. I am locked into NBA mode, and I'm locked into college basketball mode, okay? I'm locked into college basketball mode because my Virginia Cavaliers.
Excellent.
My Virginia Cavaliers, you better look out for them, baby. You better look out for them Cavaliers who, when I first started this podcast, that was the year they won the chip. I started in Thanksgiving 2018, March of 2019. Virginia was lifting up that trophy. Look out for them, baby. We coming back now. Ranked number 6 in the country, 21-4. Watch out. Here we come. Wahoo Wonderland. Yes, sir. Come on now. Wahoo Wonderland. VCU is doing their thing too. Number 1 in the A10. So, I support my Virginia schools now. I do. I support my Virginia schools, but UVA, number 6 in the land, baby. All right. Number 1 is Houston, 2 Alabama, 3 Kansas, 4 UCLA, 5 Purdue, 6 Virginia. And the crazy thing is that I don't think North Carolina's going to make it. I had North Carolina. Going back to the Final Four because they brought back pretty much the same team from last year when they went to the national championship game. They just haven't been playing good this year. I don't get it. Now, they still worry me because, they are a veteran team, but I don't get it with North Carolina. I mean, they're in danger of missing the tournament in general. I mean, I'm looking at the ACC. Of course, UVA number 1. Yay. North Carolina 8-8, 16-11 record. Duke is probably going to get in. Duke is not ranked in the top 25, but they're 19-8. They're going to get in. North Carolina, what are you doing? Like, I'm serious. Like this is weird with the Tar Heels. Now, like I said, VCU sitting atop in the A10, 20-7. If they finish the A10 #1 seed, they'll get in the tournament. Now, I would like to see them win the A10 so they could get a higher seed, but VCU will get in. Can't say the same about the University of Richmond though. They ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I wanted to get my solo basketball talk in now. I'll ask my guys when I talk to them, what they think of said NBA events. I know they don't really keep up with the college stuff, but I do when it's about to be Cavalier time in that bitch. But yes, it is about that time, people. Okay, I said it's about that time, and I got him on the phone. Cutting David, what it do?
What is the official business?
What is the official business? When Cutting David get on the phone, what time is it?
Trying to figure out goddamn who sucks somewhere.
Who did what?
Trying to figure out who sucks somewhere.
I'm weak. Okay. Trying to figure out whose socks you're wearing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I did laundry the other day and I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't know.
That could be deemed as a problem.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, laundry needs to got my shit.
The laundry what?
Laundry gnomes. I got my damn thing.
Oh, the underpants gnomes.
Underpants gnomes, nigga. What's going on today, nigga? What's good with everybody?
Man, chilling, Brody. I don't know did you pay any attention to the All-Star game last night or All-Star weekend?
No, not at all.
See see to my listening audience, this further proves my point as far as the slippage by the NBA. We were NBA heads back when we was kids.
The ain't been good since back in the days, man. No, I didn't. Plus, I was at work, so I really didn't want to help your case at all there. Nah.
Well, the NBA All-Star game, it was Team Giannis versus Team LeBron, and Team Giannis won. It was like 185 to 176 or some ridiculous score like that.
Something stupid. It means nobody's playing defense. Nigga, just give me the ball.
Exactly. Nobody was playing any type of defense whatsoever.
Steph Curry got out the shower and threw the ball from the shower and
Steph Curry didn't play last night. Steph Curry's hurt. He didn't play.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, he was at home, but he magically just opened up his front door, threw the ball out there, and made it.
Right.
He was in the skills challenge from his couch.
Pretty much, yeah. That seems about right. Pretty much.
Yeah. So, I mean, no, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, 184 to 175. Yeah, that was the final score. Yeah.
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
What were they playing, like 30-minute half?
Like Jason Tatum he was the MVP. He had 55 points.
Wow. You have 55 points. I wasn't just looking at him and just be like, oh, I'm hurt.
Yeah, like he had 55. Donovan Mitchell had 40. Jaylen Brown had 35. Embiid had 32. I think Kyrie Irving had 32. Something like. But yeah, nobody was playing any defense. It was funny because the coach of Team LeBron said literally, I hope y'all enjoyed it. He said, because that was the worst basketball game ever played. That was and I quote, that was the worst basketball game ever played.
Exactly. Like that's not something to watch. You still watch the NBA All-Star game for the actual game. You need to have better life decisions.
Yeah, because I was saying this.
Contest, maybe, but no.
I was saying this earlier. I was like, I don't want to be the back in my day type of guy, but when we were kids, the All-Star game meant something.
Right.
They played defense. They wanted to. It wasn't just the big playground game. It wasn't. I mean, and I have no disrespect to a playground game, but it meant something. The stars, they wanted to win those games.
Right. Yeah. Like Barkley would be like, if Barkley forearmed you in the face and broke your nose, hey, he'd sign your face. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was it. Like, you had Jordan, you had Shaq. I mean, it was legit all-stars.
Even back to I'll say 10 years ago when Dwayne Wade broke Kobe's nose. I mean, hey, you playing, you competing.
Exactly. Versus you getting out of the way for a guy who's trying to dunk from the free throw line and will mill it over his head.
And that's literally what they would do. You know, Damian Lillard stopping taking shots at half court and shit. Like,
right. It's not a game.
Right.
I mean, it's just niggas doing shit.
I don't know if you heard about the dunk contest though.
Was it any good?
You know, I didn't have any expectations of it because once again they're throwing out people we never heard of.
All right.
But because last year's dunk contest was so.
Said he could dunk, and they just let him in.
Yeah, last year's dunk contest was so awful. I had no expectations. But this dude, this G League dude, he just signed to the 76ers last Tuesday, was in the dunk contest. A nerdy-looking white boy showed out, bruh.
Just when you started that sentence with a nerdy-looking white dude.
Bro, I'm not.
Automatically turned off.
His name is Mac McClung.
Mac McClung. Where's he from?
He's from Virginia, bruh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. He's from here.
We went to school with him.
He broke the all-time high school scoring record by Allen Iverson and J.J. Redick. So,
Oh, boy.
you know, he can ball, but like he was in the G League. So I'm like, wait a minute, because I was looking at the. He was in the G League. You know, he was. I mean, I was looking. I was looking at the names and I was like, gosh, who are these people? I was like, who are these people? I was like, this is why the NBA dunk contest sucks now, because you got a bunch of people in there that we don't know and we don't care to see personally. But then this dude started dunking and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, where they do that at?
Like, white men can jump. At least this one can.
Apparently, yes. Apparently they can. What's his name again?
I'm texting it to you right now, bro. I'm texting it to you right now, and I just want you to look at some of them dunks that he did, and you be the judge, because bro stole the show. And the thing about it is, the great thing about it is, you know how in dunk contests you turn to a whole bunch of people missing it a bunch of times, and then by the time they dunk it, all the thrill of it is gone.
Right.
Pretty much everybody who was in the dunk contest made all their dunks on the first attempt, and to me that's important. Because once you miss a dunk attempt 3-4 times, first of all, we know what you're going to do. And if you do it, the thrill has been taken out of it because you didn't get it the first time.
Right.
And check your phone. I'm
looking at it now.
Yeah, just the Mac McClung, the nerdy-looking white dude for the Philadelphia 76ers. He put on a show, bro. He did.
Mac McClung. What origin is that from? Is he like Scottish?
Kind of sounds
Scottish,
right? It sounds like one of them two, right?
Yeah, I'm Irish. McClung. Mac. It's just something terrible. So, yeah. Look, I don't, even if I wasn't working, I don't put no stock into watching the All-Star weekend because it just hasn't been my bag in a long time.
But I just want you to see one of his dunks. I want to know what you think about one of his dunks.
Let's see. So right now it's on Terry Murphy. Would you stop?
Yeah, Murphy. Yeah, he made the dude from the Pelicans. Yeah, he made the finals. He was pretty good. I mean, he was respectable. I just put it that way. He was respectable.
Okay. Hold on, let me just go do it like this. Mac McClung. Interesting. McClung. Dunk. Let's do that. There's no way possible.
I sent you like a 10-minute video.
Yeah. I was like, let me just look at his dunks, period.
Just go to Mac McClung dunk contest.
Nah, I'm just looking at his dunks, period. I could do a short on his, Oh. Oh, boy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he got ups.
Yeah.
Oh, he could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And he from VA.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, all right. And who he play for?
The 76ers now.
76ers now, huh? Okay. So, what's their record?
76ers actually have the third best record in the East. They're right there. You know, they're a title contending team, you know, but he hasn't even played a game with them yet because he just signed a two-way contract. A two-way contract is basically like a 10-day deal where, you know, if the team isn't satisfied with you after the contract is up, they send you right back to the G League.
Yeah, okay. All right, fair enough.
But with him winning the dunk contest, I believe he'll at least finish. I don't think he'll get sent back to the G League this season because he literally became an overnight sensation. Like when I tell you, kid put on a show at the dunk contest, and the fact that
he looks like he'll excite the crowd.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Can he actually play ball?
Huh?
Can he actually play ball?
I mean, look, even a G leaguer plays ball better than us. So
they get it. Yeah, but I mean, because they ball players.
Well, he just got signed to, you know, like I said, the two-way deal. So Philadelphia must have thought he was good enough to at least try to bring him up on a 10-day contract. But like I said, he just became an overnight sensation because everybody's complaining about the dunk contest. The stars don't do the dunk contest anymore. And then you have this G leaguer who like I said, looks like a dork. And he literally... He looks like a dork but can jump out of the gym, and everybody was, you know, happy, mobbing him, surrounding him. If I was sponsors, if I was NBA sponsors, I would sponsor this dude so much just because, honestly, I would low-key try to shame the young NBA stars who all of a sudden now is too damn good to participate in the dunk contest. You know, I would give him a shoe deal. I would give him a Gatorade deal. He would be on commercials. I don't care if he's your 12th person on the bench. As a dunker, I would give him so much shine because Ja Morant, who's a sensational player, I mean, and the way he dunks the ball is amazing. I don't want to do the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Why not?
Ja Morant, he could dunk.
That's what I'm saying, but why don't you want to do the dunk contest? Anthony Edwards, 21-year-old from the Minnesota Timberwolves, can jump out the gym. Why don't you want to do the dunk contest? Can Zion Williamson stay healthy? I want to see him do a dunk. Like, I want to see the stars do dunk contests. I don't want to see Trey Murphy and Kenyon Martin Jr. do a dunk contest. They're not relevant.
They like placeholders.
Right.
Like when you're LeBron do the dunk contest.
Well, LeBron, and that's the thing about it. LeBron never did a dunk contest, and I think that started the trend of NBA superstars never doing dunk contests. Because
your highlight players.
Yeah, because he never did one.
I guess it was one of those things where it's like if you're the mega talent, you don't want your mega talent being seen as like, oh, that's all you got is you just don't.
No, but see, we all knew that that's not all that Jordan had, or Dominique, or Kobe, or Vince Carter. You know, they did it because the fans wanted it, because they were so spectacular during the game. The fans wanted to see what they would do in a dunk contest.
What?
And they did it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, but I'm happy for him as an individual.
When they actually did dunk, you know what they're gonna do.
Like, I mean, like I would go up to Ja Morant right now and be like, oh, this dude Matt McClung, he dunked better than you. I would try to instigate some shit. He dunked better than you. I don't believe you could beat him in a dunk contest, Ja Morant. I think he would shoe shine you. I think he would wash you in a dunk contest. But hey, Anthony Edwards, yeah, you gonna let this little dude right here? He dunked better than you, bruh. I don't think you can dunk as good as him. I think in a contest he would beat your ass. in a dunk contest. I would instigate the shit like that. Like, he gonna get a shoe deal. He gonna get a Gatorade deal. He gonna make more money off the court than he make on the court. He's a G League player, so he ain't making that much money compared to what y'all making. And I think he's better than y'all in dunking. Bitch ass nigga. Let me stop.
And the crazy thing is he probably get it too. He probably get it. But as soon as he hit superstar level, do you think he dunk anymore?
It doesn't matter. He's already done one, and he's already won one. It doesn't matter. We've seen all we needed to see out of him.
Right.
It don't matter. If you watch his dunks from the dunk contest, I don't know if you're watching, other dunks he's done or the dunks from the dunk contest. If you watch him in that dunk contest, it don't matter if he do another one. I'm pretty sure he would want to. He said if they invite him back, he'll do it again. But but it doesn't matter because we've already got the eye test. He was spectacular. Now, he wasn't Vince Carter spectacular, but damn it, for his size, he was spectacular. I mean, he did his first dunk was when he had he had one guy come out and then put a kid on his back or piggyback. A kid was holding the ball on his neck on a piggyback rod. He was standing under the rim, and dude jumped over both of them, cleared them, grabbed the ball, hit the backboard, and then reverse dunked it. I was like, that was his first dunk. I was like, wait a minute. Who the fuck is this dude?
He's trying to win it, come out the gate.
Man, yeah. His last dunk, he did a 720, D.
Yeah, that's some severe shit.
Exactly, a 720. I never saw that in a dunk contest before. A double 360?
Double 360.
Bro, I'm telling you. Bro, I'm telling you. So he plays for Philadelphia now. I guarantee you that the 76ers are going to keep him on the roster at least for the rest of the season. Because now he's a crowd favorite now.
Okay. Feels it. Well, hopefully more power to him, and I hope his career is bright, and I hope after 10 days they don't send him back, because that'd be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing as hell. Be like, man, yeah, we know you're a great dunker, blah, 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 but you know what? You ain't really got what we looking for. And he just brings, wouldn't that be embarrassing if he just got all the shine on Philadelphia and be like, hey, y'all got that great dunk, and be like, no, correction, we had that great dunk. And then we sent it back. They just picked him up just to put asses in seats. And the next thing you know, they be like, all right, we got you for what we needed you for. And then they sent it back. They sent it back to the D.
That would be funny.
And like Philadelphia's ticket sales skyrocketed right through the roof. And then they'll be like, well, kid, you did us a big favor, boosting ticket sales for our games, because, Lord knows people ain't want to come see our games. Now you've done that.
Well, Philadelphia's 38. The 76ers are 38-19. Again, they're third in the Eastern Conference. I just sent you a link, D. I just want you to look. As soon as the link starts, you see his first dunk. I just want you to watch his first dunk. I just want you to look at his.
We was getting ready to go ahead and get something to eat, but I'm gonna watch it as soon as we get back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I mean, hey. Look, I'm sure the kid got a future, and I hope he keeps it up.
Yeah, he's from Gate City, Virginia, which is like right on the border of the Virginia-Tennessee borderline.
Okay.
Yeah, he like in the middle. He in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere, but he from the sticks. He's from Hicktown, Virginia. Shout out to Hicktown, Virginia, by the way. If you producing folks like that, whatever you put in his moonshine when he was born,
not the
you need to produce more of him.
Not the moonshine.
Yeah, but produce more of him. Just less of the racism.
Well, let me go to the. Let me go to the football topic real quick. Derek Carr just visited with the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question, because Aaron Rodgers is still doing his diva shit. Maybe I'll play, maybe I won't. Would you try to get Aaron Rodgers in a trade, or would you just go ahead and say screw it and sign Derek Carr now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking, what would you do?
Wait a minute. One more time?
I said Derek Carr just visited the Jets.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is still doing his maybe I will play, maybe I won't play. He's still doing his Brett Favre shit.
Uh-huh.
If you're the Jets, would you try to wait to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do and try to get him via trade, or would you just say screw it and try to sign Derek Carr?
One, I wouldn't even bother with Aaron Rodgers because too much. And Derek Carr, sounds like too much of a gamble. I mean, maybe he'll play good, maybe he won't. It's a mixed bag with Derek Carr. But do I think he'll give you an average season?
Well, either quarterback is better than anything that they got on their roster right now. That's why I asked that question.
Yes. So it's a step in the right direction, is what you think?
In a nutshell, yeah.
Look. As far as the Jets are concerned, just frying pan them holding is a step in the right direction. And it was only $29.99 for the whole thing. Just saying. Sure, why not? Take a gamble.
Hey, he's so disrespectful.
But I would go the Derek Carr route versus.
He's so disrespectful.
So you asking me Derek Carr over Aaron Rodgers?
If you're the New York Jets.
Man, I don't know, because I feel like it's disrespectful to go to the Jets anyway. Because I feel like with the Jets, it's like once you go to the Jets, you're one step closer to being out of the league. It's like once you go to the Jets, it's like, so I'm quitting football after this? I'm like low-key done? It's like I can't go nowhere else? It's like, I mean, the Jaguars don't need a quarterback. I mean, Tampa Bay, Tom Brady's retired. I mean, they don't need nobody. All I could get is the Jets. Like, nobody else want me? Yeah, I would take Derek Carr. Rodgers has the accolades, but at the same time, he can't thread the needle and/or he stays too inebriated. Take Derek Carr. Yeah. Derek Carr all day. Team Carr. Yay.
Team Carr?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and sign him. And they can get a 2-for-1 deal if they sign me.
You said what?
They get a 2-for-1 deal if they sign me to a contract.
Well, hey.
I mean, they ain't doing no worse.
No, hey. I can't sit here and say that I disagree with that. I can disagree with that.
Exactly.
What position are you gonna play?
I'm not. Ladies, just sign me. I'm just gonna say what? I'm just gonna be there. Just gonna sit on the bench and talk shit. Whole game.
You said you just gonna sit on the bench and talk shit.
Just to talk shit. Be like, Matt Jones, you pussy. Whole game. Oh, big ass nigga. Until we get to Cleveland next week. Man. That's all I'm gonna do. Whole game. The whole game.
Bro, I can't.
And when they want me to play, I'm like, ooh, I'm not ready to play this week, coach. I had a burrito at lunch. I gotta go take a shit. I go take a shit. I'm not ready to play. And every week I'm gonna come up with a different excuse not to play while they give me the veterans minimum. Every game. I gotta play it all. But I'm on the Jets team. I show up, I practice, but I don't play. At all.
I can't.
I'm just gonna be handing people Gatorades.
So you're gonna play ass back. I got you.
That's it. Yep. Or ass backwards. Either or.
I'm gonna throw something random. I'm gonna throw something random at you.
I'm
gonna throw something random at you before we bounce. It's been reported that there are scientists out there who want to try to bring back the dodo bird and the woolly mammoth out of extinction.
Okay. Let me know how that works out. The whole point of the word extinction mean they ain't around no more.
Precisely.
Yeah, but if they find a way to do it, hey, look, man, after they do that, look, figure out how to lower goddamn taxes. Like, actually lower taxes. If they could do that, I'm with whatever science wants to do after that point. Stop making new shots for COVID. That's all I want. And a better tax break.
Hallelujah on that one.
Yeah, but the dodo bird and what's the other one? The woolly mammoth?
Yeah.
Not two things that are high on my list of things to bring back. Rick James. I want Rick James back. Bring back Tupac. Yeah, bring back Tupac. Now, if they can do that, man, science got my vote. Bring back Big and Tupac. They just stop with the woolly mammoth and the dodo bird. I'm not really interested in those two creatures. I want another Tupac album, another Biggie album. A woolly mammoth, that motherfucker too big. We got elephants, we're fine. The dodo bird, I can't even tell you what the dodo bird was known for.
Well, just out of curiosity, I mean, the only reason why I wouldn't, if you brought back the dodo bird, okay, fine, because it was kind of man's fault that the dodo bird went extinct. The woolly mammoth, nature took the woolly mammoth out, and to me, that's when you need to stop right there. Because if nature takes you out, that means you ain't supposed to be here no more.
Exactly. So why do we need to have something back that's already gone?
Yeah, see, the dodo bird was extinct. I would say the dodo bird was extinct, I'd say maybe about 4 centuries ago. Around like 17th century. So, it was human beings around here. Man won't walk on Earth when the woolly mammoth was around.
Correct.
So leave some stuff you just need to leave alone.
Correct. Now I'm all aboard if they bring back Biggie and Tupac. Cops took them.
There you go.
They need to come back. The dodo bird and the woolly mammoth, I'm on the fence with that. That seems like a waste of science. Make a Hennessy that don't give you that terrible headache the next morning.
Oh, man.
That'll be good.
Now that's science right there.
Some things, I'm with it.
Now that's science right there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm drinking that all day. Hennessy that don't give you no terrible aftertaste. Hey. That's Pfizer's done it. Or gas prices that don't break your damn pocket.
Yeah, let science figure that one out. Let's go back to $1 per gallon.
Exactly. Science is worrying about the wrong shit. What we can do with it? You know what's gonna happen with when they bring back the dodo bird? Somebody gonna shoot it. Somebody gonna straight up shoot that motherfucker and be like, hey, I don't know what that is. Kill it. They're gonna be like, Eureka, we've done it. We brought back the dodo bird. I don't know what it is. Shoot it, clap. First dodo bird has been seen in more than 4 centuries. And then 30 seconds later, the first dodo bird we've seen in 4 centuries has got his head blown clean the fuck off. With a shotgun by a black dude named Trey because he didn't know what the hell it was. When he asked Trey what he was thinking, be like, I didn't know what that shit was. The shit look crazy.
Well, it tastes good, though. Tastes good.
It tastes good. It tastes like chicken. Barbecue sauce on that motherfucker, it tastes right.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, quick note, Russell Westbrook is going to be joining the Los Angeles Clippers now. Just wanted to throw that at you.
I don't know if you were trying to make me feel bad or what.
No.
You were just trying to shit on my day, wasn't it?
No.
Russell Westbrook. Okay.
Russell Westbrook. He got traded from the Lakers. His contract with Utah was bought out, and he's now going to sign with the Clippers.
Okay. Well, I matched your Russell Westbrook and then I ate some corn yesterday, and I took a shit directly after that. That's how I feel about that. Know what you want me to do?
All right, bro. I know you said you was about to head out and get you something to eat. So yeah, I wanted to pick your brain a little bit. Maybe we'll get I'll get Sean on the phone a little bit later and we could chop it up then. But we'll see.
Yeah, man, I had a good one for him today too, man. But like, sir, we're calling the corner. When you gonna take care of these damn kids? You gonna stop leaving your kids to daycare and then leaving the state.
All right, homie. I'm gonna get at you though, bro.
All right, brother.
All right.
Yeah, we're not signing no petitions there. Anybody bringing around petitions to sign and get the dodo bird, you can be extinct with it. we can blow your head off. Use the dodo bird where it's at.
And the woolly mammoth.
And the woolly mammoth. Fuck the woolly mammoth and fuck the dodo bird. They dead. Let it be. Sorry. The science wasn't meant to do it. All right, bro. Take your time, man.
All right, bro. I'm going to get at you.
Later.
Oh, Cutting David. That boy a fool, man. That boy ain't got no sense whatsoever. But that's true. Scientists are trying to bring back the dodo bird and the woolly mammoth. Don't know why. Don't know what you're trying to accomplish. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And next up, I got the homie Big C on the phone. Calvin, what it do?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing much. You, partner? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How did spaghetti turn out?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro. Let me tell you something. That spaghetti may have been the best spaghetti I ever made, bro.
Word.
I ain't trying to bullshit with you. Oh, I didn't tell the listening audience. Last night for the All-Star game, I cooked the spaghetti. And that joint was I cooked a loaded spaghetti. I put shrimp, chicken, sausage, green peppers, pepperoni. That thing was nothing but the truth.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing left, do you?
You damn right I do. That's dinner tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, you can donate any leftovers.
Oh, well, for that, sir, you'd actually have to come over here and get it.
Oh, you can't mail it to me.
The hell? What did you just say?
I'm just fucking with you. I didn't know that, man.
No, that thing was good, man. That thing was absolutely, it was absolutely amazing. It was. You saw the pictures. I showed you the before and the after.
I know. That's why I asked about it.
Yeah. Boy, you know your boy is a chef over here. Bye. Your boy is a chef over here. Bye. Yes. But anyway, did you watch the All-Star game last night, sir?
A little bit of it. I just wanted to, how you click on, it's like the Emmys or the Grammys. You want to click on it and say you watch a little bit of it, but you really ain't.
Yeah, no defense being played,
Yeah.
Team Giannis wins 184 to 175. People throwing shit from half court. I brought up the amount of slippage that's happened in the NBA over the past decade. Not trying to be that guy that says, well, back in my day, players used to do this, that, and the third. But to me, just the game was better.
Yeah, well, the Pro Bowl and the All-Star game, they're going the way of the dodo bird. You're not going.
Hey, it's so crazy that you just said the dodo bird. I was just talking to David because I just threw this piece of information at him just to get his reaction, where scientists are trying to bring back the dodo bird and the woolly mammoth. So it's funny that you said the dodo bird.
Oh, yeah. I got news for you, kiddo. They probably can already do this shit.
Oh, yeah.
We just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know if I told you this or said it on here, but I remember in 1995, sitting in G's Reed in the library, and we had those iMac books. The shit with the fucking Oregon Trail on it. You remember the shit, the computers first came out, changed the lights, shit in 95, whatever? Well, you know, I remember the librarian telling us that NASA had that technology for 70 years.
Oh yeah.
So that's 95. They had so imagine what they got now. You know, they could always do this shit. They just want to know if you can do this. They just want to they can do this shit already. Probably.
Well, my only question about that is not whether you can do it. It's more like, should you do it?
Should you do it? The dodo bird ain't what they want.
Well, no, I see the dodo bird. The reason why dodo bird is extinct because of man. The woolly mammoth, that was a whole different set of circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, nature took the woolly mammoth out.
Yeah, well, they didn't have nowhere to. I mean, you got it right. But you know, there's a good movie franchise dedicated to why you shouldn't bring this back.
Oh yeah, I believe it's called Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Some shit shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't. The woolly mammoth wouldn't be bad, but and it's not that, because see, that's how they get you. They'll start with the woolly mammoth.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Or the woolly hamster. and then it'll turn into the woolly pit bull, the woolly venomous rat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't leave shit alone. You know, that shit is for. And you know what? I'm telling you, man. Sometimes art imitates life. You know what I'm saying? Because they can clone this shit like. Why you think Magic Johnson ain't got fucking AIDS no more? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It could be this Magic Johnson don't have AIDS. The other one did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey.
The other one did, but that's a different.
Hey, I was talking to David about it. He said, man, science needs to find better shit to do. He said, they want to bring something out of extinction. He said, bring back Tupac and Biggie.
Bring back Tupac and Biggie. Rest in peace to both of them. I don't know. I mean, just the way these youngins is now, they already, I'm going to tell you something, man. They didn't do it on purpose, but they, you know, the way these, and our generation was one of them, but the way the rap game and the way they conduct themselves is based on that. You know what I'm saying? Why you think all rappers beef and shit? Why you think it sells? Somebody saw that shit and realized how much that shit made, and then once them niggas died, realized, oh, this is the way this shit gonna fly. This is the way this shit gonna go forever. Now, if you was to bring them back, man, niggas would be doing all types of crazy dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But on the sports tip, my guy, okay, the All-Star game, you know, I watched the first half of it, then my cousin came over and really didn't pay attention to it in the second half, to be honest with you. All-Star weekend was pretty good. The dunk contest surprised me.
Oh yeah, it was good?
It actually was very good because you didn't have a bunch of missed dunks. Even though you didn't recognize who none of the players were, a guy who just signed a two-way contract last Tuesday, a G-leaguer, this dude named Mac McClung, this dorky-looking white boy who's actually from Virginia, stole the show. 6'2", and I'm talking about was jumping out the gym. It was amazing. It was.
That's good, because, you know, for the last 10 years, it was, you know what I'm saying, to me, as far as the dunk contest, it was, I don't know, I mean, how many different ways can you do that? You know what I'm saying? To me, like, it just got repetitive. Like, how many different ways, like, okay, you can do it this way, you can do it that way, and then after you figure out all the different ways you can do it, then the only thing you can do is wear this when you do it this way. Wear this when you, I don't know. But, I mean, I'm glad it was good. I mean, I didn't watch it because of, you know, based on how it was the last couple of times. But I watched it.
Well, my issue with the dunk contest has been that the stars don't do it anymore. You know, when we was kids, the superstars did the dunk contest. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the fact that this guy was so spectacular, and you got to YouTube his videos, Calvin, he was spectacular. That made it worth it. And the fact, when I tell you he's 6'2", when I tell you he looks like a fucking geek. And the fact that he came out there and shit on everybody. It was amazing. It was amazing. But let's get to brass taxes of the NBA world, sir. What did you think of the trade deadline?
You know, You talking about with Durant and all that shit?
Yeah,
Oh, man. The Kevin Durant, the Kyrie Jones surprised me. I was like, oh shit, okay. Because usually in sports, there's always there's always one big splash, then the rest of it is just, cannon fodder. Then I woke up the next morning and Kevin Durant had moved. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what? And I reserve the right, because I remember when we saw Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and what's his name?
James Harden.
We were like, oh my God, this is scary. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been. We can't even say that they won't. It could have been. So I don't know. I've been down this road before, Mr. KD. But I have. But I say, because shit, you got Chris Paul, you got DeAndre Ayton, you got the little light-skinned nigga that want to be Kobe.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, him. You got, like, shit. That's
on paper it looks great.
On paper it looks great.
Yeah. On paper it looks great. The Lakers made some moves too.
They did, and they, I think they may have gotten a little. I ain't gonna say a lot better, but I ain't gonna say a little better. They've gotten better.
They've gotten better. No, definitely. I like the makeup, the construction of the Lakers team now. But they've gotten better, and I think D'Angelo Russell, great addition. I like the trade for Rui Hachimura. That happened about a month ago. I like that when it first happened.
Right. I'm like Shaq. I really didn't know who he was, but people that really live and breathe basketball knew exactly who the fuck that is.
No, yeah, because he was with when he was playing in college, he was playing with Gonzaga. And see, it's rare because he's a Japanese black man. That's what he is. Like, he's a Japanese black man. Daddy black, mama Japanese, was raised in Japan. When he came to play at Gonzaga, which is in Spokane, Washington, they ain't speak a lick of English.
Oh my God, he's looking like a man. He knows all types of different animes.
Yeah, right. But he could ball though. He was a top. I want to say. I think he was a lottery pick because he could ball. Like, he could ball, but I love that. I want to say he's about 6'9".
Oh my God, he's looking like a man. that's what's up, man. Somebody pointed out this to me at work, and I wanted to ask you about it, because he's like real big in the basketball. He said after the All-Star game, that's when they really they play harder after All-Star game than they do before.
Well, again, to me, this is a culture problem in the NBA because the regular season has been devalued, and Rui Hachimura is 6'8", 230 pounds. He was the 9th pick. He was the couple in 2019 draft. Yeah, so he was a top 10 pick because he could ball like that. To me, that's a culture issue because, again, the regular season has been devalued. I was going on a rant about basketball players at the beginning of the show because I think today's modern day basketball player sucks. And I'm not saying that from a skill standpoint because the skills of these players are better than ever before, but they cheat the game. I don't like, and it's the stars cheat the game. Like Kawhi Leonard, if he step on a thumbtack, he's out for a month.
Right.
Right. They've devalued the regular season. Load management and stuff. This is why, the reason why KD, Kyrie, and James Harden didn't work is because they didn't play together enough.
They didn't play together. And you know what? Sometimes, we don't like this, and it's going to be part of one of the ones who's like, oh my God, but sometimes we, as in humans, we got to be protected from ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the NBA like that. Who has the most pull in the NBA?
LeBron James.
The players. Well,
yeah, the players, right? Yeah. The players
run that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes some shit have to be regulated. Sometimes it has to be regulated to protect us from shit that we don't know could happen. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you kind of have. You have this watered down type shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the NFL.
I can't wait for the next collective bargaining agreement in basketball because I'm gonna be honest with you. While I don't have a problem with player empowerment or anything like that, but you have to play.
Right.
You know, that's my I really hope the owners kick ass, bro. If I was an owner, if motherfuckers wouldn't like me unless you played. Because I'm going to be like this. You want me to pay you $50 million a year and you only want to play half the season? Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
I'll pay you the equivalent of $50 million. I will pay you, the equivalent of $50 million for a season, but it's going on a game-to-game basis, meaning you don't play, I don't pay.
Right. Okay, so look at it like, so check this out. So it's 82 games, right? They can play 82 games, right? And each game is what, 24 minutes?
48 minutes.
48 times 82 is however, add that up to hours and divide that shit, and then you give them an hourly rate.
Yep.
I know that sounds crazy, but
no, it doesn't, because that's literally, if I was an owner, when you look at situations like Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, all of these players, Zion Williamson, who unfortunately stays hurt all the damn time.
Yeah. But Shannon Sharp, before that boy even touched the game, before he even played a game of basketball, Shannon Sharp told him he was gonna stay hurt. I remember that episode.
Well, I agreed with him because his body type and the style that he plays. When Zion Williamson is on the court, he's amazing. But like I said, for these skill position athletes, where the skill set is better than it's ever been, the durability is worse than it's ever been.
Right.
Only 4 players last year played all 82 NBA games.
Right.
And it was literally celebrated. That's sad to me. Right? That's sad.
And what it is, they not slick. You know what I'm saying? Because before, it'd be a crying shame for people to save up all their money to go to an NBA game, and the nigga they wanted to see not playing.
Exactly.
So the NBA counters that is, well, instead of buying a ticket for this amount, why don't you buy this amount, and you can watch them wherever. You can watch them every game they play. That's why you got the NFL tickets and the NBA TV and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's why they do that shit. But we gotta be relaxed. Some shit has to be regulated.
Yeah, and it's funny because Anthony Edwards, the Minnesota Timberwolves star, 21 years old, said this last night after the All-Star game. He said his problem with the NBA is players not playing. And he said exactly what you just said. He said some people may have money to go to one game in their life, and it may be the game that you end up sitting out. He said, no, I want to play every game because I never know. It could be one player. It could be one person out there and wherever I'm at who may have never seen me play before, and I want to play. And he instantly became one of my favorite players.
Right. But that's what happened.
Because that 21-year-old gets it.
That's what happened when, I'm not going to use the word inmates, but that's what happened when the patients run the asylum. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at and I swear to God, I would not try to make every fucking time I talk to you about this nigga. But look what happened to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he come over from yonder, and you have somebody in place that regulates shit. We do good. You know what I'm saying? Next year, the regulator told you he didn't want old boy there, and we got lucky the year before. But
are you talking about Brady, Antonio Brown,
right? And Bruce Arians.
And Bruce Arians, yeah.
So then you get rid of your regulator, and he goes upstairs, and now everybody's playing entitled football. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like shit. Like why you like that shit? Like don't get it wrong. Like yeah, you that nigga, but that shit in New England ain't worked that long. That part they had down pat. You know what I'm saying? As far as the talent shit, you know what I'm saying? That's where they kind of got in there. You know what I'm saying? But some shit got to be regulated.
I'm gonna tell you what, man.
And the NFL and NBA is like two different. They're like same thing, but when you compare both of them, the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry too.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. You know, a lot of people give Brady credit as far as who won the divorce, Brady or Belichick. I will say this: if Bill Belichick was the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from when Brady got there, the Patriots may have won the Bucks may have won 3 straight Super Bowls.
Let me tell you something. If Antonio Brown, I'm telling you, if he don't get into it with Antonio Brown, if he didn't get into it with Antonio Brown and the players didn't take his side, we'd have had. I know we'd have won the last year, not this past year, but the last year. I know we won it last year. You know what I'm saying? Like if Antonio Brown would have stayed on that team and everything been straight, we'd have been all right. Because one thing, I don't know what it is, but the last 10 years or 12 years of his career, if he got that slot down pat and that tight end down pat, everything else is in trouble. Everything else, you don't nobody have a chance. You know what I'm saying? He could just never get that slot shit right. But Antonio Brown fucked that shit up. And I think Bruce Arians knew that. You know. Then again, I don't know. Maybe he did unfairly fuck with Antonio Brown. But they said that shit was going on for years. Like years since Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I like that dude. And you know, sometimes, because I'm one of them, sometimes when you don't like somebody, you cannot hide.
Yeah, like the way you feel about Nick Cannon.
Yeah, well, he don't go with my girl no more. But yeah, I couldn't stand that.
But let me transition back to basketball. So, yeah, again, the regular season has been devalued, but now that the trade deadline is over, it's like 25 games left to be played, and now you have to position yourself. And with the Kevin Durant trade, like we said, like we both agree that on paper Phoenix looks great, but we have to see what the finished product looks like on the court. Russell Westbrook is going to the Los Angeles Clippers.
Is it?
Yes.
Really going there?
That was announced today.
Okay.
So Russell Westbrook is going to be a Clipper. I don't know how much of a splash that puts them. Like the Clippers were already the 4th seed in the West. So now you're looking at a starting lineup with Russell Westbrook, Paul George. Remember, they played together in Oklahoma City. Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, and Zubac. So the Clippers are still the deepest team. My issue is, can you trust Kawhi Leonard? Because if this son of a bitch steps on a thumbtack, he will be out for a month.
Well, it seems like he watched himself during the regular season, but in playoffs, that's what he tried to get there. But yeah, I mean, but riddle me this though. What if that whole Russell Westbrook thing in the Lakers? Because it seemed like he got there and forgot how to fucking play. What if he couldn't? What if he did that shit on purpose and he go to the Clippers and ball? How as a Lakers fan would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm glad you asked that question. As a Laker fan, and you know I'm a diehard Laker fan, I'm happy for Russell Westbrook. I'm happy that he got traded because I thought actually Russell Westbrook was having a good bounce back year. The way he was coming off of the bench, I thought was very good. I thought it was good. Russell Westbrook is my kind of athlete because he's going to take this personal. And, you know, for conveniency factor, it's great for him because he doesn't have to leave L.A. You're playing in the same building. You still get to stay at home. I'm going to be honest with you. As a Laker fan, I think Russell Westbrook is going to come back and try to fuck us up royally.
Yeah, because you got to remember, there was a stretch that he was
bad. Last year, he was bad.
Man.
He was bad. I can't deny. But that wasn't all his fault, though.
Yeah, and I'm talking about before that. There was a point in time, Russell Westbrook was one of the most he would detonate and go off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, and like, I would love to see that again.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the Clippers and the Lakers, the next time they play each other, boy, that's going to be must-see TV.
Yeah, all of it must be, yeah.
I'm telling you, that's going to be must-see TV, bruh. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as it stands right now, the Clippers are the 4th seed. The Lakers still wouldn't even make the play-in. I believe they will. I think the Lakers will, find themselves in the playoffs because I like what the trades, I like their roster now. Their roster is a lot better. It's hard to say who's going to come out in the West because, to me, logic would say the Denver Nuggets will play somebody in the Western Conference Finals because they're the number 1 seed. They've been playing together for a while. The chemistry matters. But yeah, I would have to say Denver versus somebody. Golden State, they have to get healthy. I say this about Golden State. I will pick them to get to the finals until I see them get beat.
Yeah, they have that. They've earned that.
Yes, exactly. Because
and they've earned that.
When they healthy, when Curry, Thompson, and Green have been healthy and and on the floor together in the playoffs. They haven't lost in the Western Conference since 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So again,
they reign.
Right.
They reign. They reign. The West is theirs. I don't care what nobody.
Exactly.
I know what Morant said and all that shit.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, the West has been Golden State's for a decade.
The West is Golden State
for a decade. I will. I know on paper Phoenix looks great. I know they look great. But I'm going to pick Golden State until I see them beat. Until I see somebody beat them.
Hey, but look, check this out though. Back when we were talking about the load management and all this shit. What if because a lot of times, unless you have NBA TV or some shit, you don't get to see a lot of NBA games because number one, it's just too many, and the NBA those games. Like when they schedule to be on TV, like on ESPN or TNT, if something else is going on, even the small bit amount of relevance, they'll give way and won't even be on there. So, what if instead of playing 82 games, they didn't play as many? You know what I'm saying? You still use the same formula because it's like what they play everybody in their same conference 3 times and everybody in the next conference 2. You use that same conference instead of playing them everybody 3 times, you play them 2, and everybody in the other conference you play them 1. That way, what if they drop? What if they didn't play as many?
Well, let me ask you something. How they've been playing 82 games forever? What's wrong with it? I mean,
right now the players.
But you know what? But you know what? I don't disagree with what you said, but I brought this up earlier when I was talking about this solo. They're saying maybe they should lower games for what? When all of these players was growing up, because now, mind you, now we're older than most of these players now. So when these players was growing up, they were watching 82 games here. It wasn't no problem. What's the problem now? Outside of you, huh?
Now you didn't watch all 82 games.
No, but I'm just saying they were playing. It depends on your schedule because people who cover the game, that's their job. But what's the problem of playing 82 games when it's been 82 games for 50 years? Right. Now all of a sudden, I mean, think about it. They've extended the NBA season so you don't have as many back-to-backs or 4 games in 5 nights. They pretty much done away with that stuff. What are you complaining about now? Outside of you just want to play when the hell you want to play. No. Like I said, when the collective bargaining agreement comes, I hope the owners smoke the players.
Yeah.
I really do.
And like I said, we all have to be regulated. It just boils down to, how many days a year do you have to get up and go to work and you like, you know what, I ain't going to. That's probably what they do.
Right, exactly. I don't feel like playing.
I ain't going today. You know what I'm saying? But, it's like if you take all your load management days and then you get hurt, it's like, well, damn. what the fuck kind of what the point of that shit was?
I'm telling you, bro. Like me, I would, if you miss a certain amount of games, and I'm an owner, I'm gonna bring up I'm pretty sure there's gonna be an owner who brings up the notion of pay by play, as far as you get paid when you play.
Well, one thing they both talk. One thing they both in a language they both will have to get. They both probably fluent in is money. And so, like you said, that next. When is the next?
I want to say if it's not this off season, it's next off season. I know it's coming up soon.
Because those load up management days, let's be true, they're not for every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? They're for certain people. They're for certain people. They're not for everybody. So what they'll probably do is put it in like look, we're gonna have these in all NBA contracts that you do what you do, that's fine, but you're gonna be subject to some type of, I ain't gonna say penalty because penalties say you're doing something wrong, but you will be docked.
Well, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a penalty.
Yeah, but penalty is a strong word.
It's a stronger word. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, Brandon, let me get $5. He's like, oh, here you go. If I say, look, you got to pay a $5 penalty. You're like, nigga, for what?
Yeah.
It's all about the wording. It's all.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
It's all about the work. But
I think but getting back to Westbrook and the Clippers, the Lakers and Clippers don't play again until April 5th. Again, that is going to be that's right before the playoffs. That is going to be must-see TV.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry what I'm thinking, but what if you could only use your load management games in away games?
That wouldn't be. I wouldn't do that. No, because think about it. Okay, the Lakers are going on the road, right? You want to use LeBron. The Lakers play at home in LA 41 times a year. If you want to load manage anytime, do it there. Because you think about it, LeBron James is going to play in Indiana, Utah, Boston, Minnesota. Fans are going to want to come and see him because he only visits those places once a year. Not Minnesota, but in the Eastern Conference, think about Boston, Indianapolis.
I got you.
Yeah.
So do it on home game.
Yeah, if you're going to load manage, do it at home.
Do it at home game, and then but you have to play the next. You have to play the next game.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm fully locked in on basketball now. Football is over. I don't know if you paid any attention to the XFL, but I'm fully locked in. Yeah, the team in the Vipers, Las Vegas, they got some players you remember. Eli Rogers, Martavis Bryant.
What?
Josh Gordon plays for the Seattle team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could really give a shit. I don't watch. I've always been like that. Like, that's how I was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I was watching, you know what I'm saying, WWF. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yeah, shit, Nitro, come on. I'm not watching that shit. I don't care. I'm satisfied with what I have. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've always been. Like, I ain't never. That's how I've always been.
I know.
Like, I don't understand how this nigga I work with, he fights behind me. But I don't see why he have all these different fucking females. They come up here fighting and calling the police and shit. I'm like, man, that's a lot of energy, man. Why you can't just take one? You know what I'm saying? Why you just get? I don't know. I'm good. I don't want to watch it. I'm good with the NFL. I have all my, because I don't want to waste none of my fucking energy, my mental energy, hoping and wishing somebody win. And I could have used that shit for the shit I want. I don't want it.
Well, I'm fully locked in on basketball. I'm locked in and college basketball because March Madness starts in a couple weeks. You know, and March Madness starts I think St. Patrick's Day weekend. So I'm fully locked in on that. But UVA is ranked number 6 in the country. So I hope. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So yes. I guess I'm locked in on basketball now.
Yes, sir.
Basketball now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Bobby.
But let me transition to football. We kind of went off topic on the football, but that was to use an analogy. Derek Carr goes and visits the New York Jets. If you're the New York Jets, do you wait to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do, or do you just say forget it and sign Derek Carr, who's a free agent?
Well, Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. I don't know. I think they might want to wait on what Aaron Rodgers will do. I think the way it is, the way Aaron Rodgers, the top two are going to be Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr, right?
More than likely. I mean, yeah, I would say the top two options. Yeah.
Yeah. It's no because there's no telling when Aaron Rodgers is going to beam back down to earth. You know, like don't nobody really got you know who he act like.
Brett Favre.
Aaron Rodgers, he act like Kyrie Irving. I'm be honest.
Oh shit.
You know, like he's Kyrie Irving of the NFL. I'm trying to tell you. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how he's gonna feel. You don't know if he want to come. You gotta do it. I don't know. If you're the Jets, do you wait for Derek Carr?
Well, there's no waiting for Derek. Derek Carr's a free agent. They could sign him today if they wanted to.
No, they. I mean, if you can get him, get him.
Because I think Derek Carr, for me, I think it's either going to be the Jets or the Saints with Derek Carr.
Yeah, I would get him.
I know you would.
I would. Because Aaron might retire. You be in the same. Aaron might retire this year. You waiting on him, and he might retire this year.
Yep.
And then, or if he do retire, or if he don't retire, and you able to get him in, he might retire next year. You be in the coach.
Eric Bieniemy is now the offensive coordinator of the Washington Commanders.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that.
What do you think of that move?
Oh, it's good for him. It could be good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see. Like, I mean,
I don't know, man. Only reason why I say that is because, for one, he should be a head coach. He keeps getting screwed over when it comes to head coaching opportunities. But gee whiz,
do you think it's because they go, because he coached alongside Andy Reid, and he had Patrick Mahomes. Anybody could do that.
Well, we about to find out.
We're
definitely about to find out, because you go from Patrick Mahomes to Carson Wentz or whoever the next quarterback is going to be in Washington.
We're about to see.
You really about to find out.
How good you is.
Yeah. And if it's a drop in play for Patrick Mahomes, you're about to find that out too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've read some news that kind of made me happy. You know, no papers were signed, but Rex Ryan was interviewing to be our defensive coordinator in Denver. And he wasn't the only one. Our old coach Vance Joseph is supposed to interview too.
That's crazy. Ain't no way in hell you fire me. I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's like getting laid off and coming back into temp service.
Well, Wade Phillips did it, and his defense he had historic defense under him.
I'm saying that was, you know how long ago that was in between them times.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, he was a coach in the 80s.
No, the 90s. The early 90s. Yeah.
The early 90s, so he went from Dan Reeves to Wade Phillips to Mike Shanahan?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Still, that's still fucking almost 20.
It was 20 years ago.
Van Joseph wasn't y'all coach 20 years ago?
No, Vance Joseph was our coach in 2018 or 2017? Yeah. 2018, yeah. Uh-huh.
Pimping ain't never been that easy. That's good. I would like to see that. It is a confirmed or denied theory I got that, because games evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like the way, like the game evolves, like the X and the O's don't, but the game do. So, because like Rex Ryan was a defensive mastermind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For years, but he ain't been doing it for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
He campaigned for Trump. Let me see, it's like 2016 or whatever.
Yeah, I would love for him to become our defensive coordinator.
Yeah. I think when you've been out of the game that long, well, we'll see. If he can live up to his reputation, that's good for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like the defense bad.
No, we had a top 5 defense last year.
Yeah, y'all have a defense. Y'all have a top 10 defense. Whoever fucking coach y'all.
Yeah, because it's crazy how John Elway was a Hall of Fame quarterback. Can't get the quarterback right for shit when it comes to drafting, but has kept a top 5 defense his entire time as president of Broncos operation.
Yeah, well, same thing make you laugh, make you cry. He may not know quarterback.
He may not, because Paxton Lynch, remember him?
Yeah.
Paxton Lynch is now playing in the XFL, and he got benched for his game yesterday. I said, "You really stink."
Yeah, he made no defense, because think about it. How many times did he have to stand? Unless every time he got up in the morning, he looked at the quarterback. But when he had his Hall of Fame career, he was looking at defense, studying defense, knowing what worked, knowing what don't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that could be a strange way of looking at shit.
So let me ask you, who do you think has the easier path back to the Super Bowl? Do you think it's the Eagles or do you think it's the Chiefs?
Let me tell you something. I have this on my phone because I saved this for you. I saved this for you. The Eagles now, when you win your division, you have to play not only the divisions that your division plays, but also the heads of all the other divisions. Mm-hmm. Okay, the Eagles, I forget who the fuck like the Eagles. but it don't matter. They team is with the ancestors. It don't matter. Eagles didn't play nobody. Eagles didn't. I mean, they didn't play, bro. They didn't play anybody this year.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to get you. I'm gonna have to get you on the phone with Sean. Oh man.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you. You probably already know this shit. Hold on. You probably got this shit in the back of your. What is shit? I got. Okay, here we go. They beat the Lions by 3. Mm-hmm. They beat Kirk Cousins in primetime. You know how he do. Mm-hmm. They beat Carson Wentz. They beat the Jaguars. So this week 4. You know what I'm saying? Then they beat the Cardinals without Hopkins. They beat Cooper Rush. They beat the Steelers, who were wailing. They beat the Texans. They lost to Washington. Then they beat the Colts by 1. They beat the Packers by 1 despite Aaron Rodgers leaving again.
They didn't beat them by 1. They put up 40 on them.
Okay, so did they win by 1 point?
No, they didn't win by 1 point. I think they won by it may have been by 1 possession, but it wasn't by 1 point.
And that's the Colts game?
No, the Colts game they won by 1. You said they beat the Packers by 1.
Well, no, they beat the Packers by 1 score. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1 score, right. No, they beat the Colts by 1, 17-16. I remember.
Okay, they beat the Titans in the middle of their losing streak. They beat Daniel Jones. They barely beat the Chicago Bears. They lost. They lost. After they lost to the Cowboys, Dak Prescott put 40 points on them.
That was Gardner Minshew playing.
Okay, well, cool.
And the next game they lost, that also was Gardner Minshew playing. To the Saints.
Okay, cool. That's neither here nor there. I'm just telling you what it is.
Well, it can't be neither here nor there because you're bringing this up for a reason.
No, I'm just saying they didn't. You talking about how they lost? I'm telling you that they lost.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they really had a nice. They did what they're supposed to do with the schedule they had. Next year is not.
Okay. So
to answer your question, who has the easier path to the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
it's gonna be the Chiefs because they may have to fight. They may have to play some actual competition this year.
Who, the Eagles may have to play some actual competition?
I'm just saying it's going to be harder for them because they're going up against. It's not going to be like that last year. It's going to be harder for them to get back to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Because the Chiefs been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? They're not sneaking up on nobody. People will be head hunting. They coming at them. You know what I'm saying?
But you're talking about while you're not wrong of been there, done that. I mean, they just won the Super Bowl. You're talking about a conference that still is going to have Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, who's on the come up. He's ascending north. He's ascending in the north direction. Deshaun Watson with a full off season with his teammates. Now you're going to have a new coaching, a totally new era in Denver. You still got Justin Herbert. So, I mean, you could be right, but that's tough. I mean, I understand the Eagles' schedule is going to be tougher, but who scares you? In the NFC, who scares you? Who scares you if you're in the NFC? Brady's not there anymore.
Right.
You don't know what San Francisco's quarterback situation is going to be. Detroit, I do think is going to be scary next year.
Okay.
You don't know what New Orleans is going to do. You don't know what, do you think Dallas is going to get better? Do you think the Giants are going to get better?
Well, to answer your, okay. First of all, those people you named that were in the AFC for the last 3 years have been there. And the Chiefs have still been the Chiefs. Now, the Eagles, don't nobody scare me, but they don't either. So, it's basically crabs in the barrel for real. Like, it's not like somebody. That's like your point was that don't nobody really stand out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody really stand out in the NFC. Well, that's true, but you now whoever was doing the best team. Not saying they are the best, but the best team in the NFC outside of last year, meaning people that won the division outside us, but we don't fucking count. They got to see them people. And they got to still see and they got to still play in their division, which ain't gonna be no cakewalk. And because division ain't a cakewalk for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Let me see. They gonna have to see the. Let me see. They gonna have to see the. Okay. What if the Rams? What if the Rams get their quarterback?
Yeah, I think the Rams are a question mark. I think the Rams will be better next year.
You know what I'm saying? If we played the West, did we play the West this year? If we played the West, that means if the South played the West last year, that means the West plays. The West will play the North. The West will either play the North or the East. I forget how it works. I forget which one is up. Let me see. 2020 we played the North. Okay. I forget how it is. But I answer your question. The Eagles gonna have a rougher time than the Chiefs gonna have. Believe me. The Eagles gonna have a rougher time getting back than the Chiefs will.
Okay. All right.
You know.
Just curious. I was just curious. I mean, you could very well be right. I mean, things tend to go like that for the loser of the Super Bowl. So, you know, that's I mean, it could be right. I mean, I felt a lot of hate. I felt a lot of haterism when you was naming the schedule and trying to say that they ain't played nobody. But, you know, you still got to the Super Bowl, sir.
Yeah, well, hey.
You know, I'm just saying.
So that's true, but you asked me who was going.
You're right. No, you're right. Okay. No, you're right. Okay. I mean.
The AFC been tough.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been tough, and the NFC been soft. So, so I mean, if you already in a soft conference and you played the softest of the soft, then yeah, you're gonna have a good time.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I was just curious. Okay. Well, sir, I'm about to get out of here. But I didn't get to talk to you last week, so I got to talk to you. Got to make it up this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm totally locked in on. Huh?
I said, yeah. I'll tell you. I'll call you later on to tell you what's going on.
Yeah, I'm totally locked in on basketball, homie.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. So when did they come back?
I want to say tomorrow.
Shit.
Yeah, I want to say they start back games tomorrow. Yeah.
I thought the All-Star break was like at least a week.
No, I mean, they started, they did all of the festivities starting with Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they start back tomorrow. Let me see. What the fuck's going on here? Let me look at the schedule. I know the Lakers don't play again until Thursday, but I want to say it's either tomorrow or latest Wednesday. They're not going to be off but so long.
I didn't know. I didn't. This is my first time really paying attention to the All-Star game and the shit that come with it. I thought it was like, I just assumed, nobody told me, I just assumed it was, when they said break, it meant break.
No, I mean,
no.
Yeah, but I don't think
load management being what it is.
Right. Well, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, the load management makes me sick to my damn stomach. Okay, no. So the games don't start back up again until Thursday. All right. So so pretty much it is a week. The last games were Thursday, last Thursday, and they start back up this Thursday. So yeah, full week.
Okay, all right, I thought so. So you said break. Black folks break mean break now. Break mean break. Hold on, wait a minute. I that other shit. Break mean break.
Yeah. So okay. So So they will have gotten a full calendar week off. So all right. So yeah, you were right. But okay. Yeah, man. Definitely hit me up. And again, locked in on NBA. Pay attention to college basketball. UVA #1 in the ACC. VCU #1 in the Atlantic 10.
I know that's right, man.
That's right.
That was a special time when them boys was in the Final Four.
Oh my goodness, yes it was. Oh my gosh. Yes it was.
When was that? 2013?
2011.
2011.
Yeah, man. It's been that long already.
Had everybody eating Bodillas.
Yeah, you did.
Did I take you there? Have you been there?
Yeah, you never took me there, but I remember one day you bought some and you bought it to the crib. You was like, you got to try this Bo Dillard's. And it was good. It's really good.
Yeah.
They still in business. I didn't think they were in business, but when I was delivering downtown the other day, I saw them. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, they still exist.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that was your shit.
Ain't gonna... Hello?
Yeah, you said what?
I said, he ain't going nowhere. It's a Colombian dude in there, man. He'll be in there, you'll see him, and then the next 4 times you go in there, it's like, he went back home. He went back home. Like, oh. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere, but yeah, that shit good.
Yeah, that was to you guys who are listening, Bo Dillard's was Calvin shit.
Yeah, and their policy, they do not hire no ugly female. All of them in there Colombian, all of them pretty. All of them look good.
I just remember you bought me them nachos one day. And but yeah, okay, so they basically hire like the cast of Power.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, something like that. Because everybody's, right. Because everybody's pretty. Ain't nobody ugly. Ain't like The Wire. It ain't like The Wire. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that was one of your problems with Power. He's like, everybody look good.
Everybody, it's like Tyler Perry with cuss words. You know what I'm saying? It's just unbelievable. It's just some unbelievable shit going on. That's all. It's like my drama's gritty like HBO. HBO don't sugarcoat shit.
Nah, man. No, not at all.
You watching that thing on there now? The Last of Us or something like that?
Look, I haven't. I'm too hyped because Godfather of Harlem is back. I gotta watch that new episode that just came out, and Snowfall starts back up on Wednesday. God damn.
Man.
Woo!
God damn, they don't sugarcoat shit neither. FX don't sugarcoat shit neither.
No, they do not.
Yeah, man. That shit, I gotta catch back up on Godfather. It was one of those things when it came out, it was like, when it came out the second season, it was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till this shit build up so I can watch the shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
Fucking forgot. So I gotta, because I used to like all that shit when it comes to like the mob, well, not used to, but I didn't say used to like, but I used to try to follow up and all that shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
Names and stuff coming out. And
oh, yeah.
The Costellos and all that, and the Genovese. I like all that.
Absolutely, yeah. So you got to catch up on Godfather of Harlem. But I'm going to get at you, big homie.
All right, man.
All right, homie. Later. Big C in his house. All right. So, yeah. Hey, Godfather of Harlem, just, that's a couple episodes in. And Snowfall starts back up on Wednesday. Oh, yes. And by the way, if you're thinking about going to see Ant-Man, it was amazing. And with that being said, with a buzzer. All right. And again, just like I said earlier in the show, I hope everybody has a safe, wonderful, and blessed weekend. Football is over with, but March Madness is coming. The NBA playoffs are coming. That is a great time. And I'm fully locked in on basketball again. But it's your boy Brevon, your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and become part of the Sports Plus Life family. I'm out this beer. Peace. Love yous.